those things come into play. And yeah, can I go into the dance nightclub and do the step as a street dance? Absolutely. And then can I put in some of those little ending variations to make it look a little bit more funky or sexy or whatever I want it? Yes, I can do that. But it's not just doing the step to do the step. It's like, what else can I do with that step to get more muscular work out of it? How am I breathing through that step so that I can work isometric contractions with it? It's so there's so much. There's a concept, and this comes from the mentor that all the exercise physiology that I've put into the steps without them losing their essence is called total body training systems. And Bob Gajda, who is my mentor, and he created this concept, and the name of it itself tells you total body training. I incorporated all of that into the steps, the dance steps. Within the concept of total body training systems is a concept called peripheral heart action training, which means that you don't go in and you work out, a traditional workout. If you go weight training is, I'm going to do 3 sets of 15, let's say, for the quadriceps, and then I do 3 sets for the hamstrings, and then I do 3 sets for the inner thighs, and then I do 3 sets for the outer thighs, and then I do 3 sets for the shoulders, and then 3 sets for the biceps. We kind of group things for strength training. So the concept of peripheral heart action is that rather than sticking with the 3 sets, and I'm not making that wrong, this is just another concept that enhances the cardiovascular system, is you will create a sequence that let's say that you work the front of the leg, then you work the shoulders, then you go and work the back of the leg, then you work the abdominals, and then you repeat that. Because what that does is, if my first set is working the front of the legs, the heart is getting the message, I need oxygenated blood to the quadriceps. And then I go work the shoulders. Now the heart is getting the message, holy cow, now I got to deliver oxygenated blood to the shoulders. And then you go and you work the back of your legs, your hamstrings, and now the heart is saying, oh my gosh, now I got to go back down there again and give oxygenated blood to the hamstrings. And then you come up to the biceps and, oh, now I got to go from from where I was going down before. Now I got to come back up and give it to the biceps. So when you create a map that goes, if you take your body and let's say that you break it up into 3 floors, you work the 3rd floor, you work the basement, you work the 1st floor, you work, you go up and down in how you move. And in doing that, you are getting more of a cardiovascular exercise while you're weight training, because you are forcing the heart to deliver to different muscle groups from one exercise to the next. Same sequence again, the little circuit. So that concept, you can use it with weight training, and you can use it in aerobic exercise. Because I can do a step where I am lifting my legs to the front for a while, and then I can do a step where I am lifting the leg to the side. And I can do a step where is going to the back and then lifting my arms up. So I can do the same concept of giving the message to the heart of where the heart needs to go and deliver oxygenated blood. And it's more efficient from an aerobic standpoint. So that went into it.
It seems so commonsensical.
It is.
No one thinks to do that.
No, we don't. Because we, when we, in our industry, we try to box things in a way that is easier to present it to our clients, and I'm all for that. But life is not, first I'm going to do this little bit, and then I'm going to do that. in life, we multitask. We need to be able to do that safely and responsibly when we work out. You know, if we're driving at 65 miles per hour and all of a sudden the traffic stops, we better know how to stop real quick. And we have to do the same thing with how we exercise. We should be able to, if you will, slow it down a little bit, build it up a little bit, go to one side a little bit, go to the other side, because that's life.
I agree. It's,
Life is not linear, you know?
It goes back again to your intuition about your body and all these things.
Yes.
And also, I think if they listen to you and the way you teach it, there'd be less injuries also.
Yes. You know, you look at my mentor, Bob Gajda, again, you know, a PhD in kinesiology, and that's what it's all about. It is the connection, the neurological connection with the rest of the body.
And everything kind of went crazy in the 90s, you know, and people stopped kind of being green and organic.
Yes.
Got back into the computerized world. And now we're trying to get out of that again.
And in terms of fitness, I am all for people that are ready to be challenged at levels that I don't even, you know, want to discuss about. That's fine, but not, most of our population is not about that, you know. So we need to have opportunities in our industry to be able to have people feel that they're capable and not feel that they have to get ready before they start working out, because that's usually what happens, you know. I've got to get ready for that. No, we go in and we learn to be ready. Not that we have to, and maybe we don't even go to the class because it's so out of our realm. It's so extreme that we know that we cannot do it.
I totally agree with you. You know, I feel sometimes I put pressure on myself just to go outside, just to walk, you know.
The whole thing, I'm so glad that you brought up the walking situation, because we cannot deny the opportunity that walking is. It's there. We don't have to pay money to do it. You know, we can just go outside and go around the block or go to a place that we like walking in. Here in the ChicagoLand area, you know, the Chicago Botanical Gardens, which I've been teaching a walking class there for 26 years now. So whether it is that we have the sound of nature being our music, the sound of the leaves rustling, the sound of the wind being our music and being in that kind of an environment, or we go and we are in a safe outdoor environment and we put on music that we like and we walk to the beat of that music, as long as we are in a safe environment, as far as, you know, we're not in traffic and we don't know what's coming at us. It's a great opportunity to give ourselves that kind of experience of being healthy with our bodies and our minds. Everything that we've talked about, that we've shared about the mindfulness, about the mind-body connection, all of that can be put into how we walk. Different. What I coach is the same. You know, I see people walking with their head dropped, looking right in front of them, and they're in this beautiful environment and they don't know what's going on around them. So much opportunity to empower ourselves to be healthy. It's cross-cultural. It is for us, it's for the taking, Jody. We cannot say that we cannot move. And I should not compare myself with somebody else and say, well, I cannot do what that person is doing. I compare myself with my own level of competence in how I am able to do things. Yeah. And in doing that, I allow myself to have the opportunity to continue to grow in how it is that I move my body. And we should do that. It's not about looking like Jane Doe. It's about me getting more proficient as to what my body and my mind needs as I continue to grow and age, and you know, but we need to do that. We need to own ourselves.
Yes. A
And
lot of times, when it comes to exercising for myself personally, it would come to, chronic pain that I've had from a car accident or even giving birth to 4 children.
yes,
So
yes,
sometimes I can see myself saying, oh, well, today it's just, I'm not doing it. Then the next day I will try again. And I didn't know it at the time, but I was definitely depressed because of COVID, everything shut down.
yes, yes, yes.
That's when I started the podcast and going, well, if I'm feeling like this,
How many more of us are feeling like that? Yeah. We need to just, and I thank you so much for giving me the opportunity to share, and this may be the beginning of many, many wonderful things that we get to do together, Jody, and I appreciate that.
but thank you for giving me some of your time today. I know it's so precious, your grandbaby there taking care of. You're living the dream life. I want to have grandkids babysit someday.
Oh, just wait. Yes, that's the best. That is the best. Do I want to keep my intensity in check? Is because these boys, number 4 is on its way now, and these boys, if I don't have the resistance and the intensity and the endurance, it's just not happening. I've got to stay with it. So they're a great incentive.
That's one great motivation, children.
Yes,
Yeah.
it is. I have full confidence in that you will pick the best of what our sharing is. We're kindred spirits, and I appreciate that.
Well, thank you, honey, and I'll talk to you soon.
Okay, take care, Jody.
Goodbye.
Bye bye.